Well, hello everyone. Welcome back to my channel and welcome back to Prehistoric Kingdom Alpha. My name is Swoop there, and we are here in our desert mini park that we will be building in for the next couple of months prior to the beta release. Ooh, I cannot wait for the beta release. You can see off screen I've just done a bit of a crude car park with the pieces I've got available just to kind of make it a bit more realistic, and then here is where my entrance building is going to go. I spent a bit of time looking at entrance building reference pictures. I saw so many, and I really had a hard time deciding what kind of architecture I wanted to go for, because I guess I want it to be like sort of fit the style of this area, like the desert kind of theme. So we'll see how we go. I'm going to do my best to kind of keep it relatively similar to the reference picture. I was really lucky in the sense that I had I kind of was able to get my hands on the architecture plans as well, so I can kind of see how big things need to be in comparison to other things, which is good, because in Prehistoric Kingdom at the moment it is really hard to tell with regards to size and how big things should be. So you can see I've got this weird little concrete pillar just kind of sitting here. I actually allowed some guests in earlier and I kind of referenced how tall a guest is. So that is basically how tall a guest is. And also, it's not quite how wide they are, but it's basically how tall they are, which you can see now that my car parks are probably a little bit small in comparison to the person, but that's okay. We can fix those up later if we want to. So I'm going to jump into a speed build of my entrance building. I am going to talk a little bit over the top of my speed build and tell you kind of what I'm doing. If my entrance building ends up looking how I want it to look, I will put a reference picture in at the end of this video of what I was looking at to help me build it. If it kind of turns out really different, which often happens when you're using reference pictures, because you look at what you want and then it kind of evolves as you build, which is totally normal. So depending on how it looks at the end, I will or maybe won't put a reference picture in, so stay tuned for that. Otherwise, I will jump into a speed build. I will chat to you in there, and then I will see you on the other side. Okay guys, here we are in the speed build. Welcome. I am just beginning to build part of the end of the entrance building. The reference picture that I was looking at sort of had a round end of the building and then it sloped upwards. The whole building was made out of concrete. I quite like the concrete look. It would be nice if we could, I guess, change the colour of the concrete, but I know that's coming in beta. We are going to be able to recolour everything, which is going to be amazing. The picture that I looked at was taken at sunset, so really realistically the building was a concrete colour, like the colour that you can see on the screen now. I really liked it. I thought it was really unique and I was really keen to try and build it. It ended up turning out quite good in comparison to the picture, I think, so I will actually put the picture in at the end of the video for people to see. I know in my intro I said we'll wait and see how it turns out. It ends up turning out in comparison to the photo quite good, considering the pieces that we have in alpha and so on. At the moment you can see that I'm just popping in some of the planters that I put in the car park. By the end of this video, the entrance building is pretty much finished. There are a couple of things that I need to do, which I do mention at the end in the real-time part. I just really wanted to do something that was completely different to anything that I have built yet in Prehistoric Kingdom. So this is completely new. I haven't built anything like this before in Prehistoric Kingdom. I tend to go quite modern, so that's what this is. It is quite modern, but it is like a whole glass kind of building by the time I finish it. All the walls and everything are made of glass, like the picture that I was looking at, and I thought it was really cool. I do also think about putting in which I'm just about to start doing now, the wheelchair ramp access. So I've been pretty lax, to be honest, about doing that, and really I go on and on about how I like to make things realistic, but if I was really truly making things realistic, then these would be a feature in all of my videos almost, or at least if they're not a feature of my videos, the habitats and the viewing platforms should already be wheelchair accessible. So I'm trying to, in this park, really practice that skill of making sure that I do add in ramps where I need to, so that people who are handy capable can still access every part of the park that everybody else can, which is just how it should be. It's just fair. So that's what I did there. I do end up going in and putting some railings and so on in there. Now I'm just starting to do a little bit of, I guess I was doing a little bit of experimentation to start with. Like, was I going to be happy with the walls looking like this? I end up moving them back a bit because I don't like them really flush against the roof there. And then I kind of fiddled around, do I want like it to be up or down, or where do I want the door to be, and how am I going to fill in that bit at the end, which I end up leaving till almost the very end. When I say fill in that bit at the end, I mean that like semicircle bit that's not as easy to fill in as all the other parts. And I was like, oh, I'll just leave that till the end, because I remember when I did my Ceratops habitat, which was like that a wave building, like it had like a bit of a wave pattern on it. It was really tricky to do the glass front and make it really seamless. So I kind of just left that till the very end of the video. It actually ended up being way easier than I thought it would be, which, oh well, doesn't matter. I ended up getting it done. But it just means that in future, when I build buildings like this, I won't be so like, oh, it's going to take me forever to faff around with all the pieces. I think I also, because I have more experience in the game now as well, it's just not taking me as long to do things. Like this, I think this entire build took me about an hour and a half by the time I'd done the plants and the rocks as well, which is pretty quick for me. This kind of build would have taken me 3 to 4 hours when I first started playing the game. I think I have about 90 hours in game at the moment, and I'm sure that will just go up when we get beta. I'm really excited for beta. Let me know in the comments the dinosaur that you're most excited to see in the beta, and if you have any requests for dinosaur habitats for this particular park. This park is in the desert, you can see. I'm trying to get some new music into my videos as well, so when I stop talking and you can hear the music, let me know what you think of it. I'm not 100% sold on it. I really do like the other music I was using, but I'm worried it is getting old for people that do watch my content like from start to finish and are kind of constantly watching it, which I really appreciate. I don't want you to get bored of the music or bored of anything like that, so please let me know. I really do value your contributions and your ideas. Next episode, I'm looking at doing a small dinosaur habitat, like just one that we're potentially going to have in beta. We are going to have the dinosaur in beta. I really, really wish that this particular entrance building wasn't going to be gone for beta, because I would love to reuse it, but it's okay. I can probably rebuild it and do things even better when we have all the pieces in beta. So without further ado, I'm going to stop talking and let you watch the rest of this speed build. At the end, I will put in some screenshots. I will give you a real-time part with a little voiceover, and I will also drop in the reference picture that I was using to build this building. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you then. Bye. Well, hello everyone. We're back from the speed build. I have started to put this together and kind of finished the speed build and went away, and then swiftly realised that I haven't actually put any steps on this side of the I'm calling this like a shop or like an information centre, because I think in the future what I'll do is I'll put another little booth here where you can actually buy tickets, and then I'll put across here like some actual like ticket booths where you actually have to put your ticket in, so you can't go straight through here. But I kind of liked the simplicity of how this looked just with it open. I know that it's not particularly realistic, because really guests can just be like, well, catch you later, I'm not paying, and just walk straight through. So that will be fixed in the future, but I really did like it, and I kind of wanted to end it here. So when I come back, I'll have done a few things off camera that you guys will be able to see that are different. I like how this turned out, and it did end up looking somewhat like my reference picture, so I'm going to pop that in now, so you can just have a quick look at what I was looking at when I was building. I put in a wheelchair ramp access, as you can see here, to go through if they wanted to go into the information centre, and I will do the same thing on the other side. For the next episode, we're going to look at actually building a habitat, maybe a small one sort of near the entrance of the park. And I am really quite proud of this building. Like, I'm really happy with how it turned out, considering, you know, we are still in alpha, and I do really enjoy playing in alpha. I'm really, really looking forward to playing in beta. I just cannot wait. I initially was like, is this enough to really hold up all of this concrete? But I mean, the reference picture speaks for itself, guys. It is architecturally designed, a building that is architecturally designed. I'll try and link it below as well, so that I do give the architect some credit. It's really incredible. Like, I just love looking at architecture. I could look at it all day. But yeah, so I really hope you enjoyed this episode today, and thank you so much for tuning in. If you are enjoying my content, please press that subscribe button. I am dangerously close to 1,000 subscribers, which is my mini goal at the moment. So if you want to be one of those 1,000 people, I would really appreciate it. Otherwise, thank you for watching anyway, and I hope you have an amazing day or night wherever you are, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks so much, guys. Bye.